Happy birthday. Born on the 17th of January. Now, that's a classic horoscope that makes a person bound to be very lucky because the alignment of planets, simply because you're born on the 17th of January, the alignment of planets are wonderful. They are led by the best of your planets. So you will be a very early achiever and a very serious person, and a person who will be very committed to your family, and you will help people all over the place. It's people like you who makes the world go round because you're very compassionate and you care about the well-being not only of people of your family but outsiders as well. And you will always have the time and the ability to talk to people and give them a lot of promotion and also make them feel that they are going to be successful. Well, you're a person who is going to be a professional of some kind. And in any way of professionalism, whether a doctor, lawyer, whether an architect, whether a sportsman, whether an adventurer, whether an artist of any kind, because you have planets also very creative, you will be always that successful person. And you'll be a person who will have the ability to be very inventive with the gifts of communication and marketing skills as well. All this because you're said to be born on a lucky day. How great is that? You'll have planets of determination and you'll have the ability to travel the world if you want to work elsewhere as well. You have to be careful, however, that you may have a lack of self-confidence. And you got to put your finger on where the level of self-confidence is. Is it in the physical side of you, the emotional side of you, the mental side of you? Look at that area and tell yourself that you have to cure it. You can be very moody, you can be very changeable. And you can be a person who definitely wants to travel the world in every way. So the changeability in you will look for restlessness and will take you to different countries as well. Now you have an ego definitely very big. Why not shouldn't you? Because you're going to make it very big in your lifetime. The calendar year 2020 is positioned very nicely for you. And the calendar 2020 is going to offer you many quick possibilities and many quick chances of finding success. And the unexpectedness of 2020 is going to bring you luck which you are not even ready for because it comes unexpectedly. Well, what I don't know is your age. And age is very important in astrology and in palmistry because age is a very personal thing to you. Whereas 2020 is when everybody in the world moves to 2020 immediately. So let's imagine that you are certain of these ages, and I'll make examples of it. Let's imagine that you are the ages of 17, 26, or 35, or 44, or 53, or 62, or 71, or even 80. Then you're going to be one very lucky person because your ages are going to do well and the 2020 planets are going to support everything that your ages want to do. So you see, connection like this makes you an extremely lucky person who is going to make great advances, and you will remember the calendar year 2020 that it made a very big difference to your life to make it better. I'm going to give you another set of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 15, or 24, or 33, or 42, or 51, or 60, or 69, or 78, or even 86, 87, then you're going to be very lucky as well. And you're going to find that the creative level in you will be super. And everything that's going to be for the rest of your life is going to be remembered about 2020 as well. You'll have the chance to settle down. You'll have the chance to get your house. You'll have the chance to do what you want, or even to start a business. And you will see that these ages which I've just mentioned are going to see you through with a lot of reward as well. Now I'm going to give you some ages where you have to be a bit cautious. And if you happen to be the ages of 20, or 29, or 38, or 47, or 56, or 65, or 74, or 83, be very careful because although the foundation of 2020 opens up and gives you much to progress and many opportunities, some of which will come unexpectedly, Yet tell yourself you have to be cautious with these ages because they'll make you very restless and very changeable. And they will lower your chances of success simply because these are what we call the water planets who just cannot settle down. So you will have difficulties of these ages in 2020. So what should you do? Well, stay as you are, stay fixed, and stick to what you do. Try not to venture into new areas that you're not very familiar with. Many of these planets are emotional planets, so they're going to give you emotional problems at these ages which I've just mentioned. I'm going to give you another sample of ages, and these ages you have to be cautious as well. And if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73 or even 82, then tell yourself to control your ego. It will come in the way of partnerships. It'll make you do things for the sake of ego which you shouldn't do. Buy that big house, buy that big car, spend lavishly. Don't do that if you have these ages. Tell yourself you have to somehow keep your feet on the ground and use logic rather than emotions. And avoid anything that may bring blame to you. So you also don't want to be the number one of a leader of any kind because things are meant to go wrong and they'll get wrong and blame you as well. So you see, ages are very important, and the calendar year is our base. And of course, they are the palms. And your palms are going to be very important as well because the 9 planets are all there mapped out. I want to talk to you a bit about your health area. You born on the 17th of January. You can have eczema, which is a dryness of the skin. You can have astigmatism, which means that night vision, and as you get older, eyesight will become a problem. You can have constipation, which means that for days you may not go to the toilet. And you have to be careful that your knees are also going to get quite weak. So look into that area. More than that, I worry that when you get much, much older, the level of diabetes is going to also rise, and that you are born with a very sensitive stomach. So all these are planned and programmed, and it's a question of at what age they will attack you the most. That's going to be seen. Now, I have a 90-minute session. And during these 90 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about your next 8 or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. And with all that information, step by step, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, I'm going to map out as to how they are going to be your next 9 years. And I will take a lot of trouble to explain to you age by age and calendar year by calendar year. Everything will be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And you can send me this email. Here it is. If you wish to have a reading, send me this email. The reading will cost you USD $50 to know your next 8 or 9 years. I'll give you a lot of information. I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. I will show you how to reach that supernatural energy that you have within you. Yes, you have it. I have it. Everybody has it. People who become so special in the world, so successful, so great and so adored, well, they have managed and learned how to contact with that superior inner energy that they have. So I'll teach you the same, and I'll show you what your lucky numbers are, and your lucky colors, and your lucky gemstones, and your lucky days, on and on, all for just USD 50. So send me that email and let's get on with it so that you can have that special reading from me and become a pretty special person by understanding the energies that are all within you. Well, you're born on a very lucky day. And as I said, it's people like you who make the world go wrong because you are a very compassionate person and you're going to reach some very high points in your life. It's a question of when, because the palms will show that. Palms are very special. Nobody is going to have palms like yours. Whereas about 200 to 250,000 people are born on your date of birth, the 17th of January. So you see, palms are exclusively yours. Well, send me that email. And in the meantime, I wish you a wonderful birthday. Go on and enjoy it. Thank you and goodbye.